Alrighty, 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 alrighty. There we go. We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, and NBs. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. You guys are rolling in quick. What happened to Cuba? Well, it's been, I think, like 3 weeks since the blockade began. We are refusing to allow a single drop of oil to head into Cuba. Doesn't matter where it's from. The Russians tried. The Mexicans are trying. Venezuela tried. And Cuba is 100% reliant on oil. So, what's your workout routine? I have to do minimum 10,000 steps a day and burn minimum 850 calories a day. On top of that, I usually just work a different muscle group. You know, Mondays are usually chest day, chest and shoulders, arms, back, legs, and then core you can do every single day. You sound sicker today? Oh, no. I had a great night. I just got no sleep. So that's why I sound like this. Don't worry about that. I feel alive. How was that potion? It did its job, brother. You fucking Puerto Rican witch doctors are unreal. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for becoming a loyalist. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate that. Make a workout channel. I could do that, but I think what a better idea would be is what I'm doing, which is like posting thirst traps on Instagram. You know, that way it makes the leftists want to work out a little bit more. Yo, check out the coat I bought yesterday. Check out the fucking coat I bought. Look at this. Look at that fucking coat. Dude, I'm in my daddy era. Wait, Chatter just said people don't use Instagram? Are you a fucking idiot? Spades? Spades, don't you fucking be stupid to me. Don't you be stupid to me. Swear to God, don't you be stupid to me. People don't use Instagram. Fucking 500. You know who does use Instagram? You know who does use Instagram? Zoran Mamdani. Should I shoot him a DM real quick? No, I can't, because if I open up my DMs with Zoran, you guys will be like, I'll end up on Fox News. It'll end up on Fox News. So that's not fucking happening. That's not fucking happening. Yo, so, all right, let's see who is parasocially attached to me. Does anyone here know the name of the town I grew up in? Does anybody know the name of the town I grew up in? Anybody? No? Former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton are set to appear before the House Oversight Committee as part of its investigation into the network of influence and crime run by the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Both depositions are planned to take place in Chappaqua, New York, where the Clintons reside. Bro, I've told you before, there is an evil energy in Chappaqua. An evil energy. The corruption seeps down from the top of the mountain. I wasn't kidding, bro, when I told you that, like, Hillary and Bill live at the top of the mountain, and Hillary's doing fucking sacrificing chickens in the backyard to fucking Moloch, right? And the blood trickles down through a stream, and there's an air of evil in that town, dude. And like, I mean, secret Ku Klux Klan chapters and pedophile elite white people that be raping me Like, I'm telling you, bro, there is an evil energy in that fucking town. And this was the last piece of confirmation I ever fucking needed, bro. And it's a closed door meeting, bro. Nobody gets to see or hear any of it. It's just a secret fucking meeting about Jeffrey Epstein in my fucking hometown. How many times did I tell you guys? I've been through some shit when I was a kid. Signed a couple of NDAs. You wait a few fucking years and I'm gonna write a book. You wait a few fucking years, I swear to God. I swear to the old gods and the new, I promise you, you're gonna be like, yo, wait, what? Yo, wait. What? Is there an expiration date on that? Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Unbelievable. Instant New York Times bestseller, I swear to God. Call it The Blood of the Mountain. The blood of the mountain. Ooh. I like that, Rory. Or Dark Horse Atop the Hill. Oh, dude, I'm telling you. What happened to that big stink Clinton made about, no, we want to testify in public in front of Congress? All right, what, you thought he was telling you the truth? You thought he was telling you the truth? You out of your mind? We're Charlie Kirk, bro. We're Charlie Kirk. All right, listen. I think we've got enough mods in here for me to give you some updates on the sketch, right? So usually I have therapy on Thursdays, right? And I'm gonna have therapy today at 1. But what I have done is moved my schedule to Wednesday, right? So my morning meetings with Avi, my therapy, that's now on Wednesdays, right? So what that means is I will be live on Thursdays now. As maybe some of you noticed, I'm live right now. I don't usually go live on Thursdays. I will be live on Thursdays moving forward. I will not be live on Wednesdays moving forward, okay? You'll still get a video, of course. Don't get me wrong, you're still gonna get a video. But I'm not gonna be live on Wednesdays anymore, all right? So you mods are gonna have at least one day off during the weekday. Granted, you get weekends off, so you don't need to worry about that. All right. Did you hear Kyle's video yesterday? He was singing Charlie Kirk's song, He Definitely Watches You. I know, bro. He was singing Charlie Kirk, and he kept on saying that, like, he was like, Kash Patel, he rides dick. He rides dick? I have to get you that fucking clip, bro. I know you're watching me, Kyle. That's kind of hot. I know what you're fucking doing, Kyle. Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Let me see if I can find this clip. It was a Joe Rogan video. Something about Joe Rogan. Is this it?
From Trump or angry call from Trump. You know, like I said, take note of it. Schultz and Tim Dillon disregarding their human rights. And I'm not kidding. I think it was in this same podcast. He says that all of the ICE protests, that they're not organic, that these are paid protesters, that nobody actually is organically out there protesting. And he literally says, I'm not talking about Trump himself in an interview, said, I just talked on the phone to Rogan the other day. Really great guy. Is this the video? Love that guy. Great guy. Nice guy. So why is Rogan lagging so far behind even other people in the Rogan? He built this. There was a moment after.
Hold on. I think I know where it is. I saved it on my phone because that shit was so fucking funny. That shit was so fucking funny. Oh, okay, this ain't even the video. Hold on. This is it.
All right, guys. So I'm sure all of you have been following some like NRA conference, and she's out there singing "In the home of the brave," And Kash Patel is spending $1 gazillion in jet fuel, taking an FBI plane to sit there and clap for his shitty girlfriend, who's definitely not an agent, who's
I think
definitely
this is it.
right-wingers. We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. All those people.
God, I fucking love my commander. Dude, this is why I know the revolution's gonna be so funny, dude. I'm telling you, like when the revolution comes, the right wing and the military, they're gonna be so serious about it. They're gonna be so serious about it. I swear to God, we're gonna be like all gillied up, hiding in the forest, and then like we're gonna be all gillied up, and then I'm just gonna go. What do you want me to do? You know, like, dude, somebody's gonna be silent, like trying to hide while the fucking stormtroopers are moving by, and I'm gonna go. Do you think they heard that? Dude, stormtroopers, someone's gonna go, is that Miami Mint? Is that Miami Mint? Do any of you guys have Yo, there's an insurgent nearby, bro. Oh, I swear to fucking Christ. What is this? Nelson, what is this?
The only reason this guy's the head of the FBI.
Oh, yeah.
Because he rides Donald Trump's penis. That's what he does. He rides penis. That's what he does.
Dude, this clip had me crying yesterday. It's the way that he repeats himself so fucking seriously.
And this guy's the head of the FBI because he rides Donald Trump's penis. That's what he does. He rides penis. That's what he does.
Dude, no, but this is what I mean. The revolution's gonna be so funny because you're gonna have like Commander Kalinsky and Ayatollah Hassan and General Valenti, and I'm gonna just be like somebody's gonna be making some inspirational speech, and I'm gonna be like, and remember, your enemy rides dick, loves penis. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with loving penis. I went to acting school. I sucked a dick. We all have. But these motherfuckers, they be riding that orange dick. Like, it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be so funny. He rides penis. He rides penis. Penis is what he rides. Let me hear your war face. Let me see your war face. Oh, I'm having too much fun with it. I'm probably gonna get shot in the face. Oh, Jesus. I fucking love Kyle. He's so fucking funny, dude. I gotta hear that one more time.
And this guy's the head of the FBI because he rides Donald Trump's penis. That's what he does. He rides penis. That's what he does.
Bro, I just want a shirt with Kash Patel's face on it, and it says, he rides penis. He rides penis. Seriously, dude, where do you get your cold meds? What do you mean? I'd be drinking Puerto Rican witch doctor potions. You thought that was a joke? Did you think that was a joke? Yo, Nelson, did I not take a Puerto Rican potion from a witch doctor? Did I or did I not? You know damn well I did. I did. And it was disgusting. That shit had me fixed up in an hour. Take vitamin C supplements too? I have been. Yeah, no, Nelson's the Puerto Rican witch doctor. What was it? It was, I had a glass. And I had a cheese grater. And I grated some raw ginger up in that bitch. And then I took a raw clove of garlic and I grated that raw garlic in there. And then I took a lemon and I squeezed the whole fucking lemon in there. And then I took a teaspoon of honey and I mixed it together. And it was disgusting. And I slammed it and it was disgusting. Disgusting. And about an hour later, I could have fucked God. I could have fucked God, and she would have liked it. She would have liked it. You saw that dumbass video? I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I hit up Nelson because Nelson's a witch doctor. I said, yo, bro, you got any secret potions that'll fix me up? And he goes, got you. Hits me with the recipe. Res is short for recipe, chat. Hits me with the res, right? So I'm taking the potion, slamming the potion. That's a potion where you, potion is short for potion, by the way, chat. That's a potion where you gotta floss and brush and tongue scrape and Listerine, maybe even water pick after that. That shit, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was calced. By the way, calc is short for calculator, right? So I'm saying that was calculated. That's what, chat, that's what calc is short for calculus. That's what I'm saying, calc. How much did Triv leave you, bro? What does that mean? You think Triv get... Shaq, what are you doing? What are you doing just standing there? What are you doing just standing there? Did clavicular take over? Bro, give me one chance to be in the same room as clavicular. The kid's got no fucking riz. He's also mid. Are we being for real? Are we being for real? The funniest part about Clav is that he's taking, like, he's doing meth and taking what steroids and peptides and all this shit. Why is your voice so deep right now? I'm coming off of a sickness. I know it's hot. I know it's hot, Shag. Trust me, I dealt with that all last night. I know damn well. But so Clav is smoking crystal meth and taking steroids, and he still looks like a 13-year-old girl. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. Like, I'm not even that ripped, but I guarantee you I have more muscle mass than clavicular. Fucking-tittied. I'm argue. Did you not see my Instagram post? Yo, check this out one more time. Hold on. Trust. I'm argue. Do you understand this took zero effort? There was like a 75-year-old Italian lady at the cash register. She almost jumped over it and blew me. Swear to God. I swear to God. Because obviously I'd be flirting with the 70-year-old Italian lady. You out of your fucking mind, I'd be like, this place wouldn't run without you, now would it? She goes, oh, sweetie, this place would burn down without me. I said, I believe it. Now, how much is the coat? She said, way more than you can afford. I said, sweetheart, you need a chicken cutlet and a spanking. Don't you dare ever talk to me like that. I leapt over the counter, beat her to death. Because that's how Italians flirt. See, hold on, I gotta let Luigi in. Let me tell you one thing. There's only two types of Italian men. There's me and men who'll beat you. Come here, Luigi. Come here, mama. No, that clip is gonna ruin him. Brother, that's true. That's so true, dude. Do you not know Italian men, bro? You either get New York Italian who is gonna take you out to the fanciest dinner and eat your fucking pussy for 45 minutes, or New Jersey Italian who's gonna punch you in the face for overcooking the meatloaf. Those are your options, bro. You want Italian? You gotta pick. You gotta pick, bro. You gotta pick. That's your choice. Those are your choices, son. Those are your choices. I don't make the fucking rules. I do not make the fucking rules. What happened in Cuba? Shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. See, this is, it's been 20 minutes, a little shooting the shit, a little sukiamo gazzo. By the way, now that Shag is here, Shag, what was the name of that fucking guy who, like, beat up that kid in your hometown? I want to get that video up. What the fuck is his name? Scumbag. Chris, take a bong rip? No, I'm a changed man. That's a lie. Scott McElry. Yeah. Is this it? Residents demand Quakertown police chief resign after students choked and tackled during an ICE protest. The police chief fucking takes down a bunch of kids and starts choking them. The police chief. I'm pretty sure it's on video too. Shaq, do you have that posted on your TikTok or something? Do you have that posted? Thanks for becoming a member for 13 months, Nettie. Congratulations. I haven't been able to join lives for a while since I'm going to school, but it's nice to be able to catch the first little bit. You got to focus on school. Shag is a bad word, alt. Okay, on TikTok? Chris, I'm recovering from ball surgery, and I'm also losing weight. Lost 10 pounds a week, I'll be revolutionary. Brother, you just told me you're coming back from ball surgery, homie. All right, where's the search bar? Fuck it, I got it, dude. I got it, TikTok. Let's see. That's one of them. Oh, this is the video, bro. Okay, hold on. Is it, which one is the police chief? The guy in the brown? Is the guy on top, that's the fucking police chief? Oh, this is how all cops act. Yo, just so you know, in Washington Square Park, there was a snowball fight, and it was like, we do this every fucking year in New York. Every time there's a bunch of snow, there's a giant snowball fight. The kids fucking love it. This year was in Washington Square Park, right? Normal ass snowball fight. It was planned in advance, you know, like people knew the snow was coming. Fucking NYPD shows up to a snowball fight and gets hit with, guess what? Snowballs. So you know what the NYPD does? Fucking whips out their tasers and shit, starts shoving people to the ground, fucking detaining and arresting people. And now the NYPD commissioner Tish is like, yeah, no, that's felonious, and we're gonna be opening investigations into every single one of these people who did that. I gotta get you some clips of that too. But that's what this reminds me of, bro. That's what this fucking reminds me of. This, like, my point isn't that, like, these two are related cases. My point is, like, cops are giant baby back bitches, bro. They would shoot you in the face for hitting them with a snowball, if they could. They fucking would. Hi, Emmanuel. Thank you for the $2. Bro, he's going nuts. Yo, I'm serious. I do think it has something to do with the lead paint, like the lead poisoning that like people their age have, because how in the name of Christ can you be a grown-ass man, I mean like a grown-ass man, like a 60-year-old man, and assaulting a kid for any reason? Like, there's a bunch of MAGA dipshit kids out there, not even old enough to vote, you know, like 16-year-old kids who are like, Jeffrey Epstein's cool, I fucking hate Jews, I love MAGA, you know what I mean? And as much as I want to hit him, I'm not gonna fucking hit a kid. Yeah, sure, I definitely want to, but no shot am I gonna hit a kid. Damn, do I wanna. I'll be at the town hall March 4th at 7:30 p.m. in Quakertown to demand him to be arrested and fired. You know what's going to happen, Shag? You're going to get arrested. That's right. And shot. I'm kidding. I also posted the full clips, no edit, in the same TikTok so you can see how it started. This one, yeah? Jesus. Yes, get him, girls. Get him, girls. Bro, this is a police chief. That's a kid, bro. And the kid gets arrested. The fucking kid gets arrested. Said refresh is the newest post. It doesn't need to be in the street. They're on the sidewalk, you dumb fucking piglet. Holy shit. Yeah, what the fuck, dude? All right. So here's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna make a video about Cuba, and then I have to go to therapy, and then later today I'll make a video about ICE cruelty and like how it is starting to seep into the police departments. And I'm gonna use this as an example to be like, yo, bro, like, what do you think? Calling the cops is gonna fucking help you when ICE comes to get you? Half these cops wish they were in ICE. Half these cops wish they were in fucking ICE. Do you see where the Kansas government is demanding trans people surrender their IDs? I did. Clinton's testify. Well, here's the thing. There's no point in even covering this because there's nothing I can tell you. Literally, there's nothing I can tell you. This is a closed door meeting. They're not filming it. They're allegedly transcribing it, and like maybe that'll be available to the public. But be so fucking for real. They're not gonna give you what actually happened. Look at the other one. Yep, that's a good one. That's a really good one. That's so good, dude. Good work. Fuck you, dude. That's better than the shit. Suck my fucking dick episode. What is this? 393? Oh, what did I just do? What the episode 393. I like that. $5. They tried to say he wasn't choking her, but he full locked his arm. Yeah, no, he was choking to her. He was choking her. Thank you for being open about going to therapy. There ain't nothing wrong with going to therapy. I actually think there's something wrong with not going to therapy. Now, that's not to say that you need to go to therapy for life. But like, you know, there's a lot of people like myself who have this or had this fucked up notion, right? That like, oh, I've been through so much trauma, bro. I got to go to therapy. And like, you think you're different than other people. The older you get, you realize everybody is traumatized. Like, especially Americans, collectively traumatized from whether some terrible thing that happened in your life or whether it's just existing in the United States. You gotta have a fucking therapist, at least for a little bit, so that you could find out your unhealthy coping mechanisms and figure out a healthier coping mechanism. You know what I mean? Because like for me, I'll tell you this, my unhealthy coping mechanism was getting stupid baked and just playing video games for like 6 hours, right? Now I get stupid baked and go to the gym. No, but for real, it's just therapy's good for you. Therapy's good for you. All right. We got to make this video because I got to go in like an hour. There were a couple of things I want to show you before we make the video because they're like really cool. We're good to show you. Oh yeah, okay. So this I wanted to show you before we make the video, dude. Cenk Uygur absolutely he threw this fat-bodied Zionist fucking dog vermin subhuman fucking racist genocidal warmongering fascist fuck. Cenk Uygur demolished Randy Fine. This guy's such a fucking piece of shit. I genuinely wish him ill.
You said yesterday that Cenk Uygur, one of our panelists today, is an invader. What did you mean by that?
I think it's a great example. I actually talked in that post about Mandami. I talked about Ilhan Omar. I talked about the men.
Shatter says, stop singing that stupid fascist Charlie Kirk song. Are you talking about, we are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame, we fight for the gospel and honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. You're talking about that one? Is that the one you're talking about? You don't want me to sing that one? Is that it? That's the one. Did you see that Mamdanistan is spreading to Yonkers? Let's go, right? Yeah, no, the caliphate of New Mamdanistan will soon envelop the entirety of Yonkers. We are being fucking conquered, baby. All hail the Islamo-communist regime of New Mamdanistan. Bismillah, he provides. Bismillah. Fucking love it. Love it, fam. Love it, fam.
The gentlemen you recognize, these are all wealthy foreigners who moved to the United States and then constantly talk about how bad it is. He made a post saying, I should be deported to Israel, that I have dual loyalty.
You should. No, you don't have dual loyalty. You are blindly loyal to Israel. You are a traitor to the United States of America. I genuinely believe you're on the payroll. I think that you are a fucking Mossad agent. I think you're paid by the fucking Mossad. I'm not even kidding. Randy Fine is a traitor to the United States of America. He should be literally locked in solitary confinement and sent to a gulag for slave labor for the rest of his miserable fat existence. I'm gonna let this play while I go get Luigi a treat.
Families from America. I was born here. My parents were born here. Most of my grandparents were born here. My relatives that came here over 100 years ago came because they were desperate to be part of the greatest country in the history of the world. They did not come and then go on constantly about how bad it is and about how terrible it is and about how things need to change. If folks want to come to America, they should love it, they should share its values, and they should want to add value immediately. And far too many people who are coming do not share those values, and I believe it is a threat. The barbarians are no longer at the gate. They are now inside.
Wow. So you're calling Cenk Uygur a barbarian. Well, given he's here, let me bring him into this. Cenk, what is your response to that?
Yeah, no, I don't mind because I agree that there are barbarians inside the gate, and that's Randy Fine. Randy Fine is a sick terrorist sympathizer. In fact, if he wants America to do terrorism on Israel's behalf, he has said we should nuke Gaza. That's killing millions of innocent children and human beings and civilians. But he doesn't care. He only cares about Israeli lives. By the way, the Israelis have murdered now nearly a dozen Americans in the West Bank. No accountability from our government. And people like Randy Fine say we owe Israel a genocide. We owe Israel 300.
Why is his face red? He's morbidly obese and his heart is failing. He's not going to live much longer. He's so fucking fat and disgusting, and he probably eats like a pig. I also guarantee he's a closeted homosexual.
$1 billion.
Which, again, no problem with being gay. Big problem with being a Republican, like GOP genocide heir and being closeted.
We owe them.
I bet this guy's a fucking pedophile, too. Not him, the other fat one. Granted, you know, Cenk is, you know, he's got dad bod, right? But this guy's a fat, disgusting piece of shit.
No accountability at all when they kill American citizens. They had a pervert Israeli government official that came here in Vegas and tried to rape our children, and we let him go? That's insane. Randy Fine, are you asking for the sick Israeli government to return the pedophile so he could face justice here? No, Randy Fine represents Israel, not America. Everybody knows that. He also said we should starve all the Gazans. So he's right. There's a sickness inside our government. AIPAC and the Israeli lobby have given to 90% of Congress. They've given him $500,000, and that was a giant waste because he works for Israel already. So, Randy, we're all sick of your terrorist sympathies towards Israel. They have committed 75 October 7th. Their civilian kill ratio is 83%, worse than Hamas, worse than any terrorist organization. They have murdered 256 journalists, more than all other conflicts combined. They murdered 104 people today, including 46 children. They burned them alive. And we're sick of Israeli terrorism, and we're sick of people like you forcing good Americans. I love this country. I didn't come here to be a occupied territory of Israel. I came here because I love America and the freedom and the equality and the justice that comes with it. If you think your grandparents who came here were not loyal to America, that's your business. But no, most of the people that come here come because we absolutely love this country and not Israel. Why don't you go to the Knesset, brother? Everybody knows you love Israel and you despise Palestinians and you love Israeli terrorism. Why don't you move to Tel Aviv already?
Fucking ate him. Ate him up. Ate him alive even. See, listen, Cenk says some fucking stupid shit every once in a while, but he comes swinging when it comes to Israel. He comes with a vengeance. Uncle Cenk coming in hot. By the way, I'm sure some of you don't know this, which is very surprising to me. Cenk here is Hassan Piker's uncle, okay? I'm sure some of you don't know that, but you should know that. That is Hassan Piker's uncle, okay? Did anybody not know that? Did anyone here not know that? Day 1002 of Asking Valenti, he's checked out Parenti. I have checked out Parenti, and then he fucking died, bro, after you were telling me to check him out. He's goated, and I will make a segment on him in the future. Well, a lot of people didn't know that. Yeah, that's Hassan Piker's uncle. Yeah, that's Hassan Piker's uncle. Cenk Uygur is Hassan Piker's uncle, like his legitimate blood uncle.
156 journalists, more.
See, this is why, like, people call Hassan a Nepo baby, right? And Hassan's never shied away from that. He's a class traitor in a very good way. But, Hassan was put on the Young Turks when he was pretty young. Young Turks is his uncle's broadcasting network. Prove it? You want me to prove it? Here you go. Yep. Yes. There you go. There you go. Bang. Shabang. Cenk Uygur is Hassan's mother's brother. Okay? Your caps lock is on, I know. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, so. Yeah, why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about that? That's so stupid. That's so stupid. I'm such a good boy. You told me to prove it. I said, okay. All right. All right. Make our Cuba video. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. I have been here so many times, bro. I have been here so many times, dude. You're telling me they're in there and the Clintons are spilling the beans on Jeffrey Epstein? Bro, you guys know I'm a theater kid. You think I haven't been in there? You think I haven't been in there? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. That's so fucking crazy. That's so fucking crazy to me, bro. Pull up, bro. I could pull up. Yo, you know what's hilarious? I could leave the stream on, get in my car, drive over there, and just walk in front of this camera. I could literally, I'm not even kidding, I could do that. I could literally do that. Speaking of, are you going to DC this Saturday? I am not. What's going on in DC? And I wasn't fucking invited. What's going on in DC? He ain't gonna? Yeah, no, I ain't gonna fucking do that, but I could. I absolutely could. Oh my god, that would be so funny. Double dog day. No, I can't, bro. I can't. I have therapy at 1, bro. I can't. I don't have time. I do not have time. How far is it? Like 40 minutes? Like a 40-minute drive? It's a march for democracy. It's another protest that I'm covering, but personally, I feel like this shit's not getting solved with voting. It's not, but it is very important that we have proof in the future that we did everything we possibly could until there was nothing left to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to say it without saying it. We have to exhaust every last option that we have before lighting that candle. Otherwise, they can have a leg to stand on. That's why I keep showing up. I'm very proud of you, Shaq. You're doing a lot. You, Triv, and Endemic, I was telling them this. I was like, listen, I do what I can on the YouTube, but like, and I go to my protests here in New York, but you guys have balls. You guys are doing it a lot better, and I commend you. I commend you. Very proud of you. You guys are actually getting in your fucking cars and traveling across state lines. Congrats. Thank you. You guys are doing good work. And listen, I'm a join yous. But I'm a fucking lazy-ass Italian with a disabled dog. You know, like, I do what I can. However, I'll tell you this much, guys. Luigi has an appointment, like, next week to go get her final checkup. And they're going to be like, I'm manifesting it. They're going to be like, she healed so well, she can go back outside. You know? Shag, Triv, and Endemic, and Chris. Yeah, we're the Avengers, bro. We're the Avengers. We're the Avengers. That's what it is. I'm the propaganda minister. That's what I am. I'm the propaganda minister. Shag is like the what do you have? You have that fucking channel called Polititties. She's like the hook. You know? Fascism's bad. You know what I'm saying? Fascism's bad. Right? And then Triv is our Triv is our connection to, you know, like the black crowd. Endemic is our connection to the fucking Southerners, you know, like, I think we need, like, and then, not to mention, Zoran Kwame Mamdani, inshallah, the Ayatollah of New Mamdanistan. He'll lead the charge. He'll lead the charge. You know, we're good to go. We're good to go. We're good to go. All right. Where the fuck am I? There we are. Inshallah, brother Mamdanistan. I need to start organizing the Latinos. Bro, in New York City, 100% of New Yorkers are 25% likely to be Dominican. That's who you gotta round up. Organize, not round up. Organize. Not
Florida
round up,
lawmaker
organize.
Randy Fine caught voting illegally on behalf of colleagues. Illegal style. Oh, the irony.
I love how this was posted 12 days ago when this shit happened like years ago. This shit happened a long time ago. We gotta round up the Dominicans, brother. Them Dominicans got me feeling things. Confusing things. Listen, brother. We gotta round up the Dominicans. The woke cartel said that we gotta round up the Dominicans. And I think it's time. All right. I'm wasting too much time. Let's make this fucking video because I do gotta leave soon. All right, let's make this video. Let's make this video. Here we go. Here we go. Cuba has fallen. I regret to inform you that it's been, what, about 3 weeks of the blockade? If you're sleeping under a rock and you don't know what I'm talking about, we, the United States of America, have blockaded the oil flow into Cuba. Cuba is completely reliant on oil for their economy. They're an oil economy. And because we have blockaded the entire fucking island and refused to allow a single drop of oil to flow into that nation, their sewage systems aren't working. There's no clean water. The streets are piling up with shit and garbage. People are dying. Babies are starving to death. There's no fucking power. The entire economy is literally collapsing. It's brutal. They're in their final death throes. And not only that, like, Trump is flexing on that. He's like, yeah, we're destroying Cuba, folks. And the Cuba, it's a humanitarian crisis. I mean, really. I'm not kidding. He said that. He goes, it's a humanitarian crisis. Brother, they should make a deal because, I mean, holy fuck. I'm murdering the fuck out of them. Like, it's so bad. We need to talk about that. But what happened yesterday, it's weird. I'm calling it now, CIA. An American boat from Miami, like a speedboat, went all the way to Cuba. It's got like 10 guys on it, armed to the teeth, and just started opening fire on like the Cuban Coast Guard, fucking hit one of their commanders and shit. So the Cubans were like, you want to play that game? Órale, Chico, check these out. And fucking bodied the Americans on there. I'm pretty sure they killed 4 of them. Cubans fucking murked 4 of these Americans, injured another 6, arrested those 6, and are now investigating them. Meanwhile, Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance are like, huh? I didn't know anything about that. Really? Really? What is this, the Bay of Dicks? Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? This is so clearly evident. You're trying to coup d'etat Cubans. It's more fucking regime change. It's domino theory, but we're knocking over the dominoes. You know, old domino theory was that if we allow Vietnam to fall to communism, then so will Laos and Cambodia, and it will slowly make its way through South America until finally we have communism on our southern border in Mexico. Right? None of that shit happened. You know what is fucking happening? Is the domino effect of American imperialism and warmongering just destroying South American countries one by one so we could gobble them up and just turn them into vassal states. Turn them into fucking vassal states. That's what's going on here. So we got to talk about that. All right. Before we do, hi, how are you? I'm Chris Valenti. Welcome to the Valenti VOD. Luigi, don't do that. This is real independent media. I've never had a conversation with an advertiser, a billionaire, a government, a PAC, or any of that bullshit. So I don't make a lot of money on this channel. But if you do want to support me financially, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could buy merch like the posters. We got hoodies, we got mugs, we got stickers, we got all that. That's located down below. You can click the thanks button down below to tip me directly. You can click the join button down below to become a member for $5. That'll give you early access to the videos, and it'll give you some cool emotes. And you can become a patron on Patreon. Really do appreciate everybody who has ever donated a single dollar. Hi, little mama. Everybody's ever donated a single dollar. And then also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. I agree, Luigi. I agree. All right, let's dive in. So this is one of the first things I want to show you. This is a tweet from Jason Saharis. So it starts off with this clip. This is what you got to see. By the way, this is from February 17th, okay? Get a look at this.
We're talking to Cuba right now.
Let me make it a little louder.
We're talking to Cuba right now, and Marco Rubio talking to Cuba right now, and they should absolutely make a deal because it's really a humanitarian threat.
You did this, bro. Like that's what's crazy to me. This is like Israel going, you know, Gaza has to. It's just like Netanyahu going, the Gazans should really make a deal with us because it's starting to look like a humanitarian crisis in Gaza. It's really bad. Brother, you're the one bombing them. It's like Vladimir Putin being like, the situation in Ukraine has become a humanitarian crisis. It is truly brutal. You're the fucking one doing it, you schmuck, you fucking dipshit son of a bitch fuckface.
And we have a lot of great Cuban Americans, and they're going to be very happy when they're going to be able to go back and say hello to their relatives and do things that they should have been allowed to do for a long time. I'm very interested in the people that are here that were treated so badly by Castro and the Cuban authorities. They have been treated horribly. So we'll see how it all turns out. But Cuba and us, we are talking. In the meantime, there's an embargo. There's no oil, there's no money, there's no anything.
You're right. There's no anything, bro. You have fucking stranglehold. This is one of the necessary steps of a coup d'etat. Step number one, label them as a threat to democracy. Step number two, make their economy scream. And then what happened? What was I telling you about the gunboat, the Americans? Step three is fund, arm, and control the opposition. Now, that could mean CIA involvement, you know, and that's exactly what I think is going on here. Hold on, I gotta give Luigi one more treat. I'm doing this so I know when to clip the video. 1 second. Come here, mama. Come here. Okay. Ooh. All right. Back to it. Okay. Now, I want to talk about that Cuba gunboat, right? Look at this. Cuba says a group shot on U.S. registered speedboat planned an armed infiltration. I want to see what this has to say.
We began to look at it independently. We have various different elements of the U.S. government that are trying to verify elements of the story based on what's been provided to us now. I know that the Coast Guard has responded to the area, to the vicinity. I'll need to get more fidelity and understanding from them once I get on the airplane about what exactly they're looking for. I don't know who has possession of the vessel, which is the first thing we'd want to have. We obviously want to have access to these people if they are American citizens or U.S. residents. But I'm not going to speculate now because right now still a lot of the information that's out there is information that's been provided by the Cubans. We are going to verify that information independently and reach our own conclusions. But suffice it to say, it is highly unusual to see shootouts in open sea like that. It's not something that happens every day. It's something, frankly, that hasn't happened with Cuba in a very long time. But we're going to find out. We began.
All right, I'll tell you what happened. This is speculation, but this is most likely true. This was supposed to be a covert mercenary group, CIA funded, maybe even 1 or 2 CIA agents with them. And they were supposed to make it all the way to the island and then infiltrate and start to, plant the seeds of chaos, like real resistance type shit. They got caught by the Cuban Coast Guard. They thought that they could shoot their way out, but they were fucking wrong. And now Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, the entire U.S. government is going to pretend like they don't know who the fuck these guys are. They expect you to believe. You know what? It's not that hard to believe when you think about how crazy Florida man is. But they expect you to believe that 10 dudes from Miami said, hey, brothers, what if we got our guns, hopped on a boat, went all the way to Cuba, and just started murking motherfuckers, dude? For literally no reason. We'll get nothing out of it, bros. We'll just throw our lives away. Do you think we're all as stupid as your fucking red hat wearing troglodytes? Because we're not, Marco. I know you're a fucking race traitor. I know you're Cuban, but you hate Cuba. I know how it is. All right. Cuba has accused 10 people aboard a U.S. registered speedboat it intercepted off its coast on Wednesday of planning, quote, an infiltration with terrorist aims. Border guards shot dead 4 people and injured the other 6 in the boat, the Cuban Interior Ministry said, alleging that those in the Florida registered vessel had fired first. Now, this is also why I think it's CIA, bro. 4 dead Americans, man. 4 dead Americans used to be a big deal. It should be a big deal for King Donald, right? But they don't care. They really don't care. They're going to pretend like it didn't happen because they sent these men. Let's keep reading. The deadly shooting comes at a time of increased tension between the two countries, less than 2 months after U.S. forces seized Cuba's close ally, Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, and stopped his successor from supplying it with oil. Cuba's Interior Ministry said in an online statement that the speedboat had entered Cuban territorial waters and was, quote, 1 nautical mile off of Cayo Flacones. That's how close they got, bro. Yeah, okay. No, I'm certain now. This was a CIA mission. They meant to secretly infiltrate the island and they got fucking caught. It added that the commander of the Cuban boat was injured in the firefight that ensued. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel said Cuba would, quote, defend itself with determination and firmness against any terrorist and mercenary They're mercs, bro. These are mercs. These are mercs. This is probably like Black Rock. You know what I'm saying? Or what is it, Black Stone? No, it's Black Rock. Or maybe the modern version of Black Rock. You know what I'm saying? These are fucking, who knows, maybe SEALs or SEALs, former Delta, who are now making a fuckload of money doing private ops where they do not have to operate under a military law. You know what I mean? They're not wearing, Blackwater, thank you. They're not wearing that U.S. patch. They're private. They're private, so they can commit war crimes and shit. Jesus. Cuban officials have so far named one of the men killed in the clash, as well as the 6 survivors who they said were evacuated and given medical assistance. The Cuban authorities said they had established that all 10 of those on board the speedboat were Cuban nationals residing in the U.S. Okay, yeah, this is CIA shit. This is exactly what we did with the Bay of Pigs. Right? We got a whole bunch of Cuban nationals. We trained them up. We got them ready to go. We got them waiting on the beach for the drop-off of American guns because it looks better when it's not a white guy, when it's not some fucking guy named Greg from Chappaqua, when it's like some fucking Cuban. Like you can paint that out with pictures. It's like, no, this is the Cuban people rising up again. This is CIA. This is CIA. This is CIA. This is CIA. 1,000 fucking %. This is CIA. They also identified an 11th person they said had been arrested and had confessed to being part of the alleged plot. The Cuban authorities added that most of them had prior records involving criminal and violent activity. Handguns, assault rifles, and improvised explosive devices were recovered from the speedboat, along with other tactical gear. It's registered to Florida, the boat. Yield no ownership details or tracking history. Okay, yeah, no, it's a CIA. You can't find any tracking history. You can't find any ownership details. This is fucking CIA. Dude, bro, what happened to the CIA? You guys are so fucking washed, bro. You guys fucking killed Kennedy and got away with it. And now you can't even get a speedboat with 10 guys to fucking Cuba? What the fuck? You guys suck. You guys fucking suck. Granted, I'm glad you failed. I'm glad those 4 fucking pieces of shit are dead. Genuinely happy about that. Inshallah, dude. Inshallah. I'm also grateful that there's 6 survivors. That way they can, you know, keep them in prison, interrogate them, force Trump into this weird position where he's got a bargain to get them back. I love it. I love this whole fucking thing. Oh, it's incredible. All right. We got more to talk about here. So here's, this is why I said in this video is called Cuba Has Fallen. This is what Cuba looks like right now. By the way, this is Havana, bro. Havana is a fucking the gem of Cuba.
Havana, once known as the Pearl of the Caribbean, the scene has changed completely. Piles of garbage line the roads. Foul odors spread through neighborhoods after sanitation trucks were forced to stop operating due to fuel shortages. The problem is not technical, it's political. According to Cuban government sources, more than half of the garbage collection fleet is now out of service, and what remains...
Yeah, because how are the garbage trucks supposed to work when they can't get gasoline? The same thing is happening with the cabs, bro. Like, nobody has fuel. They can't even cook their food because they got gas-powered stoves, bro. There's no clean... They're literally starving. They're starving to death, bro. And you know who dies first? The fucking elderly and the babies, bro. It's the same fucking thing that's happening in Gaza, except it's happening in fucking Cuba. Yes, all of this is because of Donald Trump. All of this.
Cannot move because diesel is unavailable. Residents are sending out desperate pleas for help. Authorities in Havana place the blame on the United States, describing the situation as a suffocating economic blockade that is preventing oil from reaching the island. Venezuela has halted supplies, and Mexico has pulled back out of fear of US sanctions, leaving Cuba with almost no fuel. And that's not all. Nearly 11 million Cubans are now facing severe shortages of food, medicine, and energy.
Bro, the Cubans, like a large population of Cubans, were already facing like starvation in 2023, dude.
As a humanitarian crisis continues.
Oh my God, some fucking dipshit troglodyte in chat just said they stole our oil. Please do us all a favor and shut the fuck up forever. Never vote again. You are actually mentally deranged. You're mentally fucking deranged. Holy fucking shit.
To deepen day by day.
Dude, I know there's a little thought in the back of your head that creeps out at night. Listen to that fucking thought, dude. Listen to that fucking thought. Unfucking believable, dude. There's nothing I hate more than you fucking MAGA vermin. All right, get a look at Fox News just flexing about how we need to keep on murdering them.
How far is Cuba from a total collapse?
It's pretty close. You know, they have days worth of fuel left. The economy is in a shambles. Nobody's going to give them any credit because the Cuban government doesn't pay their debts. There's no food, there's no medicine, and it's pretty close to collapse. I think the only, you know, it's getting close to the point where something there has to change, and it has to change really quickly for the Cuban people.
Are we pushing for real change and quickly? Are we doing something other than strangling them?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what we need to do. We need to strangle the regime for too long.
Guys, you gotta, oh my God, my fucking hair. You guys have to start putting a little bit of respect on my name. When I tell you the 5 steps to coup d'etat, and step number 2 is make their economy scream through sanctions, bro. I got it on video. I say, it doesn't matter. If their #1 export is fruit, sanction the fruit. If it's oil, sanction the oil. I don't give a fuck what it is. You want a coup d'etat a nation, if they have a #1 export, fucking sanction it, make their economy fucking scream, make the average people suffer, and they'll blame their own government. Next thing you know, you fund the opposition, send in some CIA agents, foment some dissent. They don't even try to hide it, dude. They didn't even fucking try to hide it.
We've been actively, not actively, but
all right, can you do me a favor? Right, there's a chatter in here. They stole our oil, buried it under their country. Okay, I don't want to deal with this mental fucking retard, this red hat wearing fucking troglodyte. Please kick him out. Get banned. I hope you get fucking AIDS.
Passively helping them. You know, we send remittances. We have flights. We allowed luxury goods to be exported from the United States, kind of circumventing the Helms-Burton law. Right now, you know, everything is, you know, the noose is tightening around their neck. They lost Venezuela, which was one of their prime, you know, friends in the region. Mexico is no longer helping them as much as they were in the past, and so
Dude, Mexico just sent them a boat, or at least they tried. Mexico has a boat on the way with food and medical supplies. Who knows if there's oil on it? I'll tell you right now, we're gonna hear in the next couple of days that the U.S. Navy is going to stop that fucking boat and prevent them from going in, despite the fact that they're just carrying like medical aid and food.
They're slowly, you know, strangling to death, which can't come soon enough for me. We need that regime to go.
Yep.
The regime is causing this humanitarian crisis in Cuba, and the faster they
Dude, next thing you know, these fucking red hat wearing troglodytes are gonna go, Cuba stole our food and water. I'm hungry. And the Cubans took it. That's why we gotta bomb them. Dude, I swear to God, some of these fucking red hat wearing troglodytes would actually be suffering, like dying of starvation, and thank Donald Trump for invading Cuba. They'd be like, yeah, they stole it. They stole my food, sir. The Cubans took away my food stamps. The Cubans took away my food stamps. Fucking unbelievable. Oh, we already touched up on that. All right, and then the last thing, or it's not the last thing I want to show you.
New details in the deadly confrontation between a Florida-registered speedboat and Cuban border troops. 4 killed and 6 injured on board that U.S. vessel in a gunfight off Cuba's coast. Cuban officials claiming 10 armed men.
Real quick, chatter just said, wait, what did it say? It was something about like, why do you let the MAGA people rage bait you, bro? No, that's not what it is. I am refusing to allow these people to exist with a single moment of peace, okay? I am at the point now where I will degrade, bully, and harass any and all Trump supporters. I don't consider them to be fucking people anymore, okay? And if we are not degrading them, shaming them, ostracizing them, bullying them, then they will think that there are no consequences for being a fucking fascist. Now, humans are a very, what's the word? we like people. We like to socialize. The number one fear for most humans is being ostracized from your fucking community. These red hat wearing pieces of shit need to know that they are not Americans and they should be treated like fucking outsiders. That's what I genuinely fucking believe.
To enter the country for terroristic purposes, violated its territorial waters, reaching within 1 nautical mile of the El Pino Channel. According to the Cuban Ministry of Interior, a Cuban border guard patrol boat approached the U.S. vessel to identify those on board when the speedboat crew opened fire.
Yep, that's CIA. Okay, that's CIA. So they just approached to see who they were, and then the speedboat opened fire. That's CIA, who is realizing our cover is about to get blown. This entire operation is about to collapse. We have one chance here. We clear out that entire fucking boat and we move forward. Yeah, sure, maybe it'll start a diplomatic crisis, but if our cover is blown, none of us are coming home. That's like part of what they tell you when you're a CIA agent or you're a fucking mercenary. They tell you, like, yeah, no, if you complete this mission, each one of you is getting $10 million. If you fail, if you're captured, we are not coming to get you. That is part of the fucking deal.
Injuring the Cuban commander, the troops then returning fire. Cuban officials say the individuals were armed with assault rifles, handguns, Molotov cocktails, bulletproof vests, and camouflage uniforms. Before these allegations emerged, Secretary of State Marco Rubio saying diplomats are working to gather more information.
The information that's out there is information that's been provided by the Cubans. We are going to verify that information independently and reach our own conclusions.
It comes at a time of heightened tensions between the U.S. and Cuba, President Trump threatening to impose tariffs on any country that provides Cuba with oil, leading to an energy crisis in the country. And in January, the U.S. capturing Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, a key Cuban ally.
Tensions are very high in Cuba because the U.S. has shut off that 60% of the daily required oil Cuba needs to keep the lights on. And the White House has said that they are looking for regime change in Havana.
Secretary of State Rubio made clear that the U.S. does not trust the Cuban investigation and said the U.S. is doing its own and will want...
I don't trust the American investigation. I unironically trust the Cuban investigation more than the American one, bro. I don't trust a single fucking word that comes out of this regime. A single fucking word.
Dead and wounded if they are American citizens or residents. But when asked if any U.S. government personnel were involved in the incident or it was a U.S. government operation, Rubio said flatly no. But many questions remain this morning, Michael.
Yeah, a lot of questions still to be answered, Martha.
Insane. Insane. All right, and then the last thing I want to show you is J.D. Vance being asked about this.
Can you talk about the legal authority under which the federal government pauses legally obligated funds under mandatory funding from Congress, such as Medicaid? And secondly, if you can tell us anything you know about the situation off the coast of Cuba, there's a speedboat shot. We've been briefed on that. You know, if Americans were killed or injured in it.
Yeah, so on the second thing, actually, Marco briefed me about 15 minutes ago on it, but we don't know a whole lot of details, and so I'll defer to the White House to provide more updates as we get them. Certainly, you know, a situation that we're monitoring. Hopefully, it's not as bad as we fear it could be, but can't say more because I just don't know more. On the question of the legal...
They never know anything, bro. They just never know anything. They pass the buck around in a fucking circle. Oh, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Marco Rubio. Marco Rubio's going to go, I don't know. You're going to have to ask Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth will go, I don't know. You're going to have to ask General whatever. I'm just following the orders of the president. And then the president passes it right back to JD and the cycle fucking continues. They avoid everything, bro. They will never fucking answer a question straight up. All right. That's all I got for you today. I got to go to therapy, and then I might make another video later about the, there's like the ICE cruelty is seeping into the police departments. I got a video here from a friend of the show and content creator, Shahana Doyle. Shag is a bad word on Instagram, fucking TikTok, whatever. In Pennsylvania, I believe, Quakerstown, some fucking police chief, there's a bunch of students, kids, who are protesting ICE peacefully in the fucking side of the road, and the fucking police chief comes in and wraps his arm around this little girl and starts strangling her, takes her to the ground and starts strangling her, bro, for just holding a fucking sign. And the point I'm trying to make here is, what are you gonna do when ICE comes a-knocking? You're gonna call the police? You're gonna call the motherfuckers who wish they were in ICE? That's who you're gonna call? They ain't gonna come fucking save you, bro. They ain't gonna come save you at all. All right. That's for the next video. But don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing, helps me immensely. And then do me one last favor. Click that video right over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers. There we go. There we go. Chris, you are my therapy? Brother. Brother. Just go to therapy. Just go to therapy. All right, let's get this uploaded. Let's get this uploaded, son. You are the outlet for the public, for the political anger that I feel. Good. Yo, I'll give you guys some news. Last night might have been one of the best nights of my life. I'm being so for real with you. It's got to be up in the top 3 or top 5, dead ass. I'll give you no other details. I'll give you no other details. That's all you're getting. Therapist somebody said, did you relapse? No, bro. You would never see me again if I relapsed. See me in a fucking article. That's what you'd see. All right. All right. Make these titles. What does a thumbnail look like? Yeah, Cuba has fallen. Okay. CIA operation. CIA how about this? CIA tried to invade Cuba and failed miserably. 4 dead Americans. Failed CIA operation to infiltrate Cuba. Failed CIA operation to infiltrate Cuba leaves 4 Americans dead. Cubans are starving to death while we send the CIA to plant the seeds of a coup. Excuse me. Chris was gooning all night? Nah, bro. Somebody was gooning me. Y'all are gooning. Y'all are fucking gooners, dude. It's crazy. I goon, therefore I am. I goon, therefore I am. Should I? Yeah, that'll do. Fuck it. Waffles. Using that low voice. Dude, my I don't know. My maybe I hit second puberty. I don't know. But my throat is a little bit fucked. So yeah, it sounds a lot deeper. But it'll be back. It'll be back. It'll be back. Oh, you know what we didn't hit today? Una mattina mi sono alzato, un bello ciao, bello ciao, bello ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato l'invasor, un partigiano, portami via, Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morir. Beautiful. Somebody says, ooh, a new girlfriend for Chris? Nope. 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 All right. 629. Cuba has fallen. I regret to... There we go. All right. Let's make an advertisement. Oh, I forgot to do the other clip. Fuck, when I was giving Luigi the treats. All right, I'll do that right before I leave. Don't let me forget to do that. Don't let me forget to do that. Cuba has fallen. The Cubans are just fucking starving to death because we put a stranglehold on their economy and we are blockading the entire fucking island. We won't let a single drop of oil enter into that nation. That nation is completely reliant on oil. There's no gas for the cars. There's no gas. So like the garbage trucks, they can't pick up the trash. So now the trash is piling up. People are getting fucking sick. There's no clean water. They don't have, they got gas-powered stoves, bro. There's no gas to even turn on the fucking stove so they can cook food. The babies are starving to death. The elderly are starving to death. It's fucking misery. Meanwhile, 10 Americans on a boat tried to infiltrate Cuba. Fuck you, CIA. You're not even good at your shit anymore. You killed Kennedy and you can't even fucking land in Cuba, dude. Essentially, here's what really fucking happened. Mainstream media will not say it like this. I'm gonna tell you what actually fucking happened. The CIA put together an operation with a whole bunch of mercenaries, probably Blackwater mercenaries, right? Cuban nationals who would be able to infiltrate Cuba silently in a little speedboat and then plant the seeds of like civil unrest, terrorist activities, right? They brought machine guns, they brought explosives, bulletproof vests, camouflage. They were going to do all of that with Cuban nationals. That way, they can pretend like it was the Cubans rising up against their own government, right? There's 5 steps to a coup d'etat. This is step number 3. Step 1, label them as a threat to democracy. Step 2, make their economy scream through sanctions. That's what we're fucking doing. And step 3, fund, arm, and control the opposition. That's what those fucking CIA operatives were doing. They got within 1 nautical mile of landing on the coast of Cuba. Fucking Cuban Coast Guard pulls up and goes, yo, what's good? Who the fuck are you? And then the CIA just opens fire. That's why I know it's the CIA. Because as soon as that Coast Guard approached, they said, all right, boys, here's what's going to happen. If we actually get caught right now, our cover is blown, this entire operation is over, and you guys know, as part of the deal, they're not coming to get us. Americans are not coming to get us. So if we just murder these guys, maybe we can make it to the island and the operation can continue. Well, you got fucking shitted on. 4 of you dead. Eat shit. 6 of you fucking shot and captured by the fucking Cubans. And Narco Rubio, you fucking cokehead, he's like, no, this wasn't us. This wasn't the American government. We're gonna do a deep dive investigation into it because we don't really trust the Cuban government. You fucking cokehead. We all know damn fucking well what is going on here. If you don't think this is the CIA, you're a fucking moron. So, anyway, coup d'etat coming up in fucking Cuba, baby. You dude, these fucking warmongering pieces of shit. I settled 8 wars. Meanwhile, you've bombed more nations than I can fucking remember. You warmongering, fat-bodied, fascist, tangerine tyrant. Fuck you and suck my dick. Anyway, new YouTube video on this. Cuba has fallen. New YouTube video. We gotta laugh so we don't cry. We gotta waltz through the flames, baby, because what the fuck is going on? Dude, I'm 28! What the fuck? That's a good one. All right, let's get this uploaded. First, it goes to YouTube Shorts. Is that me as a is that General Valenti? That's General Valenti, bro. Is that on O'Shawnee? It's gotta be. Gotta be. I like that. I like that. Did that really happen? Yeah. What do you think? I just fucking lied? You think I just lie for fun? What the fuck? Please tell me you're going to cover the trans Kansas situation soon. I can't now. I have to go to fucking therapy, bro. I have to be there in half an hour. I will cover it later. I promise you guys. I promise. There's only so fucking much I can do, gang. You have to understand, there is a balance between like making a video and making a video that'll get views. You know what I'm saying? Even if I was to make a video about the trans shit, you'll have to like find the right time and the right way to phrase that shit, because people, listen, if you're trans, you know this, bro. It doesn't matter if they're Republican or Democrat. They just don't give a fuck about trans people. You have to find a way to get people to care. You have to loop it in, you know? That's why Hassan said, he was like, yo, the Democrats would literally fucking kill trans people if it meant that they could win an election. And it's true. It's true. They fucking would. All right. New episode of the Valenti VOD. Visibility, public, related video, that one, upload, and now we got to get that on Instagram. Be careful. The fuck are you talking about? Fuck are you talking about? His silence is telling. Are you talking about me? His silence is telling. Are you talking about me? Are you being dead ass? Oh my fucking God, bro. I can't with you fucking libtards. I can't. I fucking can't, bro. By the way, just so you stupid fucks know.
Trans people in Kansas this morning, they all received a fucking letter telling them that their driver's licenses are no longer valid.
Fucking dumb bastards. I already fucking covered this on Instagram. Sorry I didn't fucking get to it yet on YouTube. You fucking losers. Jesus Christ. I'd spit on you, but you probably fucking like that. New episode of the Valenti VOD. I was joking about you partying with Zoran, Kyle, and Hassan. What? I've never partied with any of them. Sorry. Well, if I hit you with some friendly fire, you're gonna have to forgive me. That's the way it goes, man. Every once in a while, I'm gonna hit you with some friendly fire. You're gonna go, bro, I didn't do anything. And I go, okay, sorry, I hit you. Sorry, I hit you. Forgive me, I do apologize for yelling at you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Liberal, 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 liberal. Hi, do you want, what do you want? What do you want? Hey. Shush. I know, Valenti Simp, I rescued you. Threw me off a cliff once, I did. Grabbed him by his little foot, threw him like a Spartan baby with his sixth toe. Straight off the fucking mountain into the pile of baby bones. Straight off the mountain. What are your thoughts on the male loneliness epidemic? That is exclusively on the right wing. And it's not actually a loneliness epidemic. It's a epidemic of like loser fucking men who refuse to embrace the fact that the reason women don't want to fuck them is because they're unlovable, unfuckable incel losers. So instead they blame it on like the feminist movement. It is only a problem on the right wing. I have so many friends on the left who are getting pussy left and right, dude. It is only a problem for right wingers. You talking to me? Please don't take this the wrong way. It's all love. You just seem unhappy, I guess. Are you talking to me? You can't be talking to me, bro. There's no fucking I'm like a clam, bro. I'm like a clam. There's no shot you're talking about me. No, Chris, not you? Okay, I figured. I did do a Bella Chow today. Talking about my game, Chris? Oh, the, what is it? The inaugural Swoletariat Games? Yeah, dude, if you want to start getting your body in shape for the upcoming revolution, you should be participating in the Swolitaria Games. You can get signed merch from me. You can get signed merch from me. All you got to do is prove that you're getting shredded, you know? And it ain't about the end goal. It's about the adventure. All right. I got to cut one more thing, and then I got to go. Doing this so I know when to clip the video. 1 second. Then, you know, and that's exactly what I think is going on here. Okay. What is this? 6/18/21. One, label them as a threat to democracy. Step number two, make their economy scream. And then what happened? What was I telling you about the gunboat, the Americans? Step three is fund, arm, and control the opposition. Now, that could mean CIA involvement, you know, and that's exactly what I think is going on here. Now, I want to talk about that Cuba gunboat, right? Look at this. Cuba says a group shot on a U.S. registered... That'll do, pig. That'll do. Yeah, guys, no time for infighting. This is war. However, you can always fucking make fun of a liberal. I will not stop you from that. I will not stop you from making fun of liberals. All right. I feel like that vape hit just lowered my voice 7 octaves. I'm not even kidding. I gotta quit vaping. Jesus Christ. Gym after therapy? Of course, every time. All right, I'm out of here. GG's, everybody. You have a good day. You have a good day. I know, it did. That vape hit just lowered my fucking vocal octave by like 2. That's crazy. Chris, I'm an 11th month member. You missed it. Oh, Devil, we're approaching a year. We're approaching a year together. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Stay golden. I love yous. Don't succumb to the doom. We will win because we choose to. And we will win because we are delusional. And in a crazy world, delusion is sanity. All right, bye, guys.